people who are like obsessive compulsive cleaners, some of them, and hoarders, some of them, you have to think of it like a tree, and you've got two separate branches, which are basically two separate spectrums. Well, sorry, you've got two separate branches, and basically they're opposite ends of the spectrum. One being OCD, super clean, and one being a hoarder, being very dirty and that. And but for the most part, some of those people, the reason why they've got a crazy cleaning habit, or they're a crazy hoarder and that, and they're really dirty and filthy, it stems from a traumatic event that happened to them, maybe as a child, maybe as an adult. Now, there was a Polish interpreter, and there was a guy that got beaten up, and then he became a hoarder, or he became super OCD clean, one or the two. It doesn't really matter what he became, because what I'm saying is they are opposite ends of the spectrum, but it's from the same branch, from the same tree. I've told you already, I met a tenant, this grown man, he's like 60 years old. He said to me, one of the rooms, my daughter's room, it's a complete dump. It looks like a bomb's gone off in it. She's a hoarder. I went in there, yo, you couldn't see nothing. The whole entire floor was just covered in clothes. The bed covered in mounds of clothes. I tested one socket out of the 3. I didn't even know where the other ones were. I came out of the room into the landing. Bearing in mind, it's a 3-bed house, so there's 3 bedrooms upstairs. The old man and his wife are in the tiny box room. The daughter's got the largest room, and then his grandson has got the next room, which is the second double room, yeah? I said to him, when I left the room, I said, yeah, sometimes the reason why people become hoarders and that is because they've had a traumatic experience. And he said, yeah, my daughter was scraped. I'm Jay Wise, yeah? I don't even know these people. Yeah? Anyway, I don't even know how I was able to put 2 and 2 together. Basically, you remember I said that it was his grandson that lived in the room next door to his daughter? The little boy thinks that the chick next door is his sister. Nah, that's your mom, fam. You are the product of a scraping. They told the little boy from young, that's your sister. It's not, because for some reason, I don't even know how I was able to clock. Because you could just assume that the little boy that's the quote-unquote grandson, well, he is the grandson, he could just be a child of one of the man's other kids that he had or whatever, innit? Nah, the little boy is a product of that. They just told him, your dad is a waste man. Your dad doesn't want nothing to do with you. They never told him what he is the product of.